My name is Mazi Chukwuma Eyisi. Um, you know, Biafra is an ideology that that will never or will not die. I identify with being myself.
Okay, under Raf Uwazuruike.
Under Chief Dr. Uwazuruike.
Why do you identify with Raf
I
Uwazuruike?
identify with Chief Dr. Uwazuruike because of his vision of non-violence. His vision of non-violence. Because after the war, Dean Chukwemeka made it clear that he do not want a single person, a single Igbo person to die again concerning Biafra. So Chief Dr. Rafa was here, came up with a non-violence to actualize Biafra. And so we look at that, and that is the only way we can make it happen. And that's why I supported him.
There's this stories going around, although we have been reading a lot of accusation and counter accusation and denial and all these things. First of all, the leader of IPOB, who is the now detained, now jailed leader of IPOB, who is Nnamdi Kanu, say that his boss, because I can call him his boss, because according to what we read, it was Uwazuruike that actually employed him to work for him under Radio Biafra. But he actually started saying that Uwazuruike have derailed, that he's no longer fighting for Biafra. So what can you say about this kind of thing?
I want to tell you this, categorically clear. When I joined MASOP, we are taught by Chief Dr. Rafa Uwazuruike, him being the master while we are in the class studying, why he teach. You understand? Why why he was teaching us about the non-violent, teaching about the vision of Mahatma Gandhi of India, Martin Luther King Jr. of United States of America, who struggled for the right of the black in the United States of America, and the others. But these are the two major people. Although he told us more about Nelson Mandela and his struggle in South Africa. But these are two major struggles of non-violence of Mahatma Gandhi and Martin Luther King Jr. of America are the major documented write-up that he used. You understand, to bring us up, and this vision sink into many of us. You understand? Then we follow these visions because we know that from there we know that violence have nothing good to have nothing good. You understand? So we continue from there. From 1999, when MASOB was founded, we about 13 members started it all with him. Then from there, a lot of us started joining him, and later, as time goes on, some people drop because of one thing or another, especially those old men, if you live your life, if it is time for you to go, you can, you go, you know. Many of them that started with it because there are many chiefs that are based in Lagos, the Igbo chief from Lagos, and many of them have died because of their age. You understand? So I remember one, may he so recipes, Chief Basilo Kolago, indigenous of Aguleze Chukwu in Anambra State. Agwata local government precisely. So he was the last person that died among those 13 members because they were all chiefs. They are all chiefs. I think if I'm right, he's supposed to be the last man standing before his death. So among the 13, I don't know if there's any of them that are still alive. But the fact remains that most of us came after that 13 members. So we saw them when they came out, when they paraded for the first time. But we embrace what they are doing because the leader was preaching non-violence. And then the thing later came to, when we are joining them, the thing came to Ladipo in Mushi, Lagos. Ladipo was the kind of one of the place that, emerged as one of the powerful beginning. The program during that time, the rally that was hosted in Ladipo. Then from there, other things now started happening. But I want to say this, Nnamdi Kanu, because you talked about Nnamdi
Yeah, Kanu, yes,
Kanu.
yes, yes.
Nnamdi Kanu only came around 2009. That was when our leader, after our leader was released in 2007 from the prison. Then around 2009, after the burial of his mother, to around 2009, he brought Nnamdi Kanu to handle radio Biafra London, because we have radio that was existing in United States, Washington D.C. precisely. We have a radio called Radio Biafra, Washington D.C. So because of the cost of that radio and uh, improper management, that the operation of that radio was suspended. Then we now decide to have um, another one that is going to give us what we want. So the leader now decided to have somebody that's going to manage that radio in United Kingdom or elsewhere. I think South Africa was even being considered at that time.
Mm.
So one of a friend to our leader then recommended Nnamdi Kanu as somebody that were in London, that London will be a better place than South Africa. That's how we decided. Our leader decided, to have the radio in London. Then Nnamdi Kanu was brought. That was the first time Nnamdi Kanu joined myself. He was brought.
And the Biafra agitation.
So at the, he was given the position to be the broadcaster or the administrator of the radio or the broadcaster, whatever you call it. So, but not only him, but with three other people. Chukwuma Eyisi Nwada Amarachi, and one other person. They are Tabo Asiebu. So four of them were given the mandate to handle the radio. So later on, Nnamdi Kanu decided to do otherwise by hijacking the radio and trying to do things that are not what is directed to do, trying to work against the Biafra actualization. And when he started doing that, our leaders stopped financing the radio. So that is the downfall of the radio for the first time. He continued to call our members, to please continue paying privately, to continue, sending money. Up to this moment, I still have somebody in my area that he was calling his attention for him to send money. He sent there was a particular account he sent to to that particular individual, asking him to send money. So at the end of the day, our leader have already informed us, told us not to continue. So many of us stopped, and we stopped. So it was later, Nnamdi Kanu reorganized the radio with some certain individual. One of them called them under indigenous people of Biafra.
Okay,
Barrister Meke Mekese and Dr. The medical doctor from Nnewi, Ikenga Nnewi, Dr. Ikedife. They come up with indigenous people of Biafra. They invited Nnamdi Kanu and they gave him money. They reorganized our radio. You understand? Started using it. Although before Nnamdi Kanu misbehaved, Nnamdi Kanu have started telling the world with the same radio that Chief Dr. Uwazuruike have sold Biafra. Do you understand?
So to who?
So we begin to wonder how did he intend or even sold it? Where? Some people don't know that this struggle, there's a way, there's a principle that's guiding, that is guiding the whole thing. What we are talking about is not just like you selling a material thing. You understand? Biafra is not it's not a material thing or a livestock that we just pick up and go to a Kekulobia and sell, or take it to Otunkwa on a market, or even what did I call market. or it's not like a motor parts you sell in Ladipo market, or a provision you sell at maybe Idumota market, or that commodity you sell in trade fair. You understand? In trade fair Lagos, or anything you can buy in a Biafra market in Togo, Togo or Benin Republic. Is not a it's not a commodity. So Biafra is a process. To achieve Biafra, have a process by which you will go in order to achieve it. You understand? So sometimes I see people telling us, oh, this person must give us Biafra. Nigeria must give us Biafra. Nigeria is not going to give you Biafra, but you will actualize Biafra, because there are things, there's a rule that is laid down which you must follow in order for you to achieve it. So there's no need of confusing Indibo, telling Indibo that particular person has sold it, so and so person has sold it. You that is saying that Chief Dr. Raf Wazike has sold it, you are the saboteur. You are the person that is causing confusion. You are the person that is lying. You are the person that is blackmailing him, because you don't really know what you are saying. If you know what you are doing to yourself, you wouldn't have said it. Because lies last just a little short distance. It expires, in a little while. It doesn't last forever. But truth will continue to be truth all the time. So you telling the world or telling the deceiving Indigo that Chief Dr. Olafo Wasike has sold Biafra and collected the money, and he's no more doing it. He's no longer doing that. But uh, in every program of Being Myself, especially the program we do to remember the originator of Biafra, Chief Dim Chukwemeka Odumegwu every year, he keep on doing this program. Some people don't even understand the meaning of that program. Then again, I remember a certain year, our leader was telling us that putting up structure is one of the things that makes a nation, makes us a responsible nation. You understand? That is why when somebody committed the offense, if court gives bail, you understand? The court will say, we need somebody that have house, somebody that have landed property in Lagos or in so and so place, to be the guarantor, because they want a responsible person. And anybody that don't have, a house, a residence, is not a responsible person as a man. And so the Beam Masop have done all this, to show that Biafra they are agitating for. Biafra we are talking about is the way we are serious and is a responsible, that Beam Masop is responsible, and being a responsible organization, we are going to enthrone a responsible nation. So that is very clear. So today, if any other person is telling Indigo that they are agitating or they are giving them Biafra, please let those people show us their structure. They should show us their structure. Politically, no political party will win presidential election without structure. You must have human and physical structure in order for you to win election. So also anything that is, you understand, the structure matters a lot. So Beam Myself have all it takes. And Beam Myself, not just having all it takes, Beam Myself has worked everything out. Beam Myself have achieved it 25 stages. The blueprint of the Biafra actualization, Beam Myself have achieved it.